Hello, my friends. Master Sommelier Peter Neptune here. And I thought it would be really fun, chuck my handkerchief in here. I thought it'd be really fun. I was teaching French wine scholar today, and we were looking at Bordeaux. And we tasted this Chateau Suduiraut, Lion de Suduiraut 2023 Bordeaux Blanc Sec. And then we had this 2013 Sauternes. And I loved them both, and I thought, what a cool, fun little episode to do on what's going on right now in Sauternes and the typical Sauternes wine, and then this new trend to make Bordeaux Blanc Sec from mostly Semillon. So Chateau Suduiraut goes back centuries and centuries and centuries. After the property was destroyed in the 1600s, the Count Blaise de Suduiraut replanted the vineyard, restored the estate to its glory, and in 1855 it was classified as a Premier Grand Cru Classé of 1855. Of course, the Medoc, the Haut-Medoc, and Sauternes and Barsac. And it was classified along with around 11 other chateaux as Premier Grand Cru Classé. Exceptionnel being Chateau Yquem, of course, right? Premier Grand Cru Classé Exceptionnel. But Suduiraut has always been a really great producer of Sauternes. It was bought in 1992 by AXA Millisme, and they've just put the money in to make this chateau produce great wine. For better or worse, lately, in the United States, sweet wine sales have gone down. And so a bunch of Sauternes producers have begun making dry white wine, and in many cases, exceptionally good dry white wine. Probably the first to do it was Yquem, who makes a bottle of wine for about $250, maybe more now, called Y de Yquem. And they were followed by, Chateau Giroux. Giroux makes a G de Giroux. Chateau, who makes Asphodel, a great bottle of dry white Semillon. Clemens in Barsac makes Asphodel, a fantastic 100% Semillon wine. And so I thought it'd be great to taste. Suduiraut makes a number of dry white wines. They make a Suduiraut Pure Semillon, which is 100% old vine Semillon, and this Lion de Suduiraut Blanc Sec, which is kind of their entry-level Bordeaux Blanc at $25.99. They've got about 92 hectares of vines planted in the sandy clay soil, and it's where the Ciron and the Garonne River meet, and the climate is perfect because the two confluence of these two bodies of water, one colder water, one warmer water, create those misty, foggy mornings for the production of botrytized or nobly rotten berries. Because of the fact that sweet wine sales have gone down in America, producers have begun making dry white wine. They can't call it Sauternes. Sauternes can only be made from botrytized grapes and must be sweet, so they're calling it Bordeaux Blanc Sec. And in many cases, it's very heavy on the Semillon, because Semillon is what's most widely planted in Sauternes and Barsac, because Semillon has the most propensity towards noble rot. But if you pick the grapes in September, before the conditions happen for noble rot, you make some great wine. I happen to be a huge fan of Semillon, really big fan. Whether it's Australia called Semillon, or whether it's in Mendoza called Semillon, Semillon is a wonderful grape, and I love what's going on. So in 2021, Chateau Suduiraut began producing a different lineup of dry white wines, and they make a Suduiraut Vieille Vigne, Suduiraut Vieille Vigne. They make the Pure Semillon, which is 100% Semillon, and this. They're Lion de Suduiraut, and it's a blend of 57% Semillon, 30% Sauvignon Blanc, and 13% Sauvignon Gris. It's aged in vats and older barrels for 6 months. stirring of the lees or bâtonnage roughly every week to week and a half. Beautiful medium lemon color. And just this gorgeous nose of pear and lemon chiffon and beeswax and dried honey and lanolin. A little bit of maybe a kiwi fruit or passion fruit. But just this wonderful aroma, very floral. There's a lot of hawthorn here as well. And you get this nice cheesy, leesy character, a little bit of bread dough. On the palate, I really, really like this wine. Dry, beautiful waxy kind of beeswax character here. Lanolin-y, super mouth-filling, leesy with bread dough and biscuit. This is fantastic wine. It's just really lovely, mouth-filling. Go great with lobster with drawn butter or king crab legs or sea scallops or sea bass. It's super creamy on the palate. It's got super concentrated pear, apple, lemon meringue. I love this wine. It's outstanding wine, and it's $25.99 at our friends at High Time Wine Cellars in Costa Mesa and hopefully where you shop. I really applaud what these guys are doing with their kind of new Bordeaux Blanc Sec idea, a great way to make up for lost sales from the unfortunate lack of appreciation among some Americans for these ridiculously great sweet wines. Which brings us to 2013 Chateau Suduiraut Sauternes, $39.99 a half bottle. These guys, they've got to go through a series of tri, from the word triage, a selection process in the vineyard, berry by berry, to pick the grapes. I mean, one vine will give you, 2 to 3 glasses of wine. So the selection process is super duper, ridiculously rigid. And, you get wine that's fairly expensive, but worth every penny, in my opinion. The thing about botrytis is that it injects these filaments. It's a fungus that, in the right conditions, humid mornings followed by warm, dry, sunny afternoons. Given the right conditions, this fungus will inject filaments into the grape itself, creating little tiny holes that the water in the grapes begin to evaporate out of, but concentrating the sugars and the acids, and also injecting botrytazine, which is a kind of an antibiotic, and also liberating the lactase and oxidase enzymes, causing that incredible color in the skins of the grapes, in the flesh of the grapes, and in the wine. And so we get this unbelievably beautiful honey, medium amber color, super low yield, 45% new barrels, 55% one-year-old barrels for 20 months. And this is, 93% Semillon, 7% Sauvignon Blanc. And we were astounded. You smell this pronounced nose, incredible aromas come over you of butterscotch and caramel and ginger and saffron and pineapple upside down cake and apricot jam and marmalade, orange marmalade, and nuts, cashews and roasted nuts and vanilla. It's just amazing, amazing the way this smells. And on the palate, just beautiful, beautiful, luscious. This is 145 grams a liter of residual sugar, ladies and gentlemen. Sugar high, sugar high. Unbelievably luscious. This is a joy. I just need some blue cheese. Blue cheese and Sauternes. Roquefort or Stilton and Sauternes. You're in heaven. Salt and sweet, sweet and salt. Salt and sweet, sweet and salt. Unbelievably luscious, long finish, high acidity. You'd never know it. Long finish, full-bodied. Perfect wine. Perfect. Treat yourself. A half bottle, $40. What you don't drink, put a cork in it, keep it in the fridge for 2 weeks. Absolutely stunning wine. Great with creme brulee. Great as dessert by itself, but best with blue cheese, a Stilton or a Roquefort or a Saint-Azour or something like that. Wow, guys, I got outstanding and perfect, all from Chateau Suduiraut, a Premier Grand Cru Classé in Sauternes, and just an amazing idea of what you can do here with, you know, a dry white wine and a sweet white wine from the exact same vineyard area, the exact same estate. Bravo to Chateau Suduiraut. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.